Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. XRP has dropped a little bit further since yesterday's update, which was also the forecast given that the price broke a few days ago below the first signal level that a deeper pullback is unfolding. So we did watch for a potential upside breakout there, but the 66-cent level just couldn't be broken. That was the key level here. Those were the previous swing highs from July. They couldn't be broken and the price just maintained sort of, below them. Okay, so below that line, just couldn't break out. And we are in a long sideways range. And I can tell you that the white scenario is just, the yellow count is just hopium. Okay, I don't believe necessarily this yellow scenario where we are tracking a 1-2 setup and the wave 2 is massive and the wave 1 is a 3-wave move. But I need some kind of a bullish alternative. I'm talking about a directly bullish alternative, okay? Which would probably come into effect if the price breaks above the 57.9 cent level here, initial resistance. I'm going to zoom in a minute. I have to say though, that even though the previous triangle got sort of extended, it could again be a triangle, just a larger one. And see, this kind of starts to look a little bit like a triangle. The problem, or the main reason why I don't consider a triangle primarily, is because this swing high that formed here on Sunday the 29th is just a little bit too high. Okay, it's just a little bit too high. So I'm actually rather looking at a larger correction, like a normal, just a very extended, protracted correction in an A, B, C structure, where the A wave was a 3-wave move, A, B, C. The B wave was also a 3-wave move, A, B, C, possibly rather W, X, Y. That's very common in a B wave. Doesn't make a difference at all at the moment. And then a C wave down would be a 5-wave move, and it seems to be some kind of an impulse. So if I go to the 1-hour chart, what we're watching for at the moment is for the price to go down a little bit lower as per this impulsive structure here. And I'm tracking here 5 waves down in wave 1, a wave 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave 3. Wave 3 might get one more low, then another 4-5 pattern. And what I'd like to see the price in circle C get to round about 45 cents. Why is this level important? Because it is the 100% extension of the initial A wave to the downside. So we've got this A wave down and we compare that with the length of the C wave to the downside, and I just get to the 45 cent level. It's the 100% extension, very common target to the downside in this case, because the A wave and the C wave have a similar length. They have a ratio that typically sort of aligns with the 100%. So they have the same length essentially, yeah? And this is the next key target I'm watching, and I expect the price to get there as long as we stay below resistance. So whether that means that the third wave goes down a little bit more directly, or we get a wave 4-5 here, we should get that wave 4 anyway. Question is only, do we get it now? Are we already in the 4th wave? Or do we just go a little bit lower before we get that wave 4? Because the way to count this, to interpret this, I could also, maybe this is another micro 1-2 setup here, but we're getting to a point where the micro counting doesn't help anymore. So I could place the 3rd here, the 4th here, the 5th here, then the 3rd would be down there, and so on, and it just would shift a little lower, which is absolutely possible. I mean, this is typically how extensions happen, but where do you stop? Is this another tiny 1-2 setup? You get to such small wave degrees where bot trading will influence the patterns, and then it's just not based on typical market sentiment anymore, and therefore this is my best guess. But as I said, I will actually place, I will leave it like that. At least we get a resistance area that we can work with, and whether we get one more low or 2 more lows is actually secondary in this context. So the resistance area for this 4th wave, which should be an ABC structure, is located between 55 cents and 57.9 cents. So the price has all the space it needs, all the way up to 57.9 cents in the current scenario to give us a bit of a corrective bounce before we then go down lower. Any break above 57.9 cents, would require a reinterpretation of the chart. That's the update about XRP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.